Hey, my name is Serge. I buy and test board games so that you don't have to waste the time and money. Today I will take a closer look at Boomerang Australia. In my reviews, a game can receive one of the three ratings. Green means that I highly recommend the game and it can be played with anyone. Blue means that I recommend the game, but you need geeks to play it with. And red means that I don't recommend the game because there are better ones. So Boomerang Australia gets the red rating from me. If I could, I would even give it double red rating. I don't want to offend anyone and I'll be careful with my words. This game could be interpreted as a little bit, tiny bit of insult to our intelligence. Let me explain. There are 5 ways to score in this game. The first one is this boomerang. They call it throw and catch. The way it works is that there are 28 cards in total, ranging from 1 to 7, 4 cards each. Each round you will get 7 cards, and then you will have to pick one card which will become your throw card, and then at the end of the round you will get your last card, which will be your catch card. The difference between those two cards will be your victory points. Okay. Let's see how the publisher recommends you approach this exercise. Your main goal when selecting a card to be your throw card is to score a good catch at the end of the round. This is done by regarding the numbers at the top left of every card. So they say you have a goal to score good points, and they tell you how it is done. So, after reading the rules, you might believe that there is a smart way to pick the throw card. Let's say you have this hand. You want to maximize your points, so you will probably think, okay, I should pick either 1 or 6. And 1 seems to be a better way to maximize my points, so you pick 1. Then, at the end of the round, you will receive a card. And the last person before you, they have no clue whether you have a small card or a big card, which means that they just don't know how they can spoil your points. So for them, it doesn't matter which card they give you. So let's say in this example, they give you 2. Too bad for you, because you picked 1, which means that you scored just 1 point. If you were to pick 6, you would score 4 points. Which means that your smart idea of going after this more extreme card didn't pay out. And then throughout multiple games, sometimes you'll be lucky, sometimes you will not be lucky. And if you play more games and more games, your average will always come to 3. Warning, warning, now we will talk about statistics and normal distribution. Believe it or not, throw and catch points are completely random. They are out of your control. They will range anywhere between 0 and 6. And if you play enough games, your average will be 3.0. Which means for the full game of 4 rounds, you will average at 12 points. Normally, random events fall under so-called bell-shaped curve. Here, the majority of the event will be in this area, between 8 and 16 points, which means that our most frequent spread would be 8 to 16 victory points, which means that lucky players would score about 8 points more than the unlucky players. Instead of giving you this false impression that you have some sort of control over this throw and catch process, the publisher should have written something like this. Your main goal when selecting a card to be your throw card is to have fun. You have 0 control over what happens next, so just relax and enjoy. Yes, you can be 8 points behind, but this is just the way the game works. So, Boomerang translates as random. If you are the unlucky player who were randomly punished by the game, there are ways to catch up. My favorite one is collections. If you collect 7 points or less, they are doubled, which is great mechanics. You have 5 cards with 1 point, 4 cards with 2 points, 3 cards with 3 points, and 1 card with 5 points. They total to 27 points, which means that the average is about 7 points per player. My recommended strategy for this would be to aim at 6 points per round, which multiplied by 2 would mean 12. How do you do that? I would suggest that you collect 5 points and then you don't know what will be the last card. And that last card, 32% chance is that it would be either 1 or 2, which means that you will get to 6 or 7 here, 12 or 14 points. On average, with this strategy, you can get to 12 points. The other players who will not be strategizing as you, they would either under-collect points that will be multiplied by 2, which means that they would range around 8 to 10 points, or they will over-collect points, 9 to 10, which would translate into 9 to 10 points. So on average, other players will be collecting about 9 points, which means that the difference between your average 12 and their average 9 is 3 points per round. Okay, is it too boring? Please let me know in the comments. Do you want me to create more reviews like that? While I'm waiting for your feedback, I know for sure that my wife Julia will be bored, so I will fly through the rest of the content. So, animals. Get a pair, get the bonus. There are 8 pairs in total, and half of them will never realize because this mechanics is very popular. Everyone tries to collect those pairs, which means that they will just not work out for everyone. Which means that not only this is a lottery, but it is also a risky lottery. Then activities. Boring. No matter what you do, you will score around 2, maybe 3 points. So it doesn't matter. Bonus is the only next feature which you should pay attention to. There are only 21 points in total, and unlike everything else, this is a pie, which means that the more you take, the less everyone else gets. So I highly recommend that you strategize on how to get at least 3 bonuses, which means that you will get 9 points, which means that the average for other players will be 4 points, which means that you will be on average 5 points ahead of all of them. So here we are, Boomerang Australia, as well as Boomerang Europe and Boomerang USA. 3 games that mislead you into thinking that you have some sort of control, which you don't. There are a lot of completely random events that can screw up your score big time. Yes, there are some good mechanics, but on average, I do not like this game and I don't recommend it to you. It gets the rating from me and is leaving my collection. Hey, if you're still watching, thank you so much. Was this review fun? Please let me know in the comments. Do you want more dissections like this one? Please let me know. Thanks again. See you next time.